following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Bridgewater on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike 40. I got it.
On third down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sheets trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Sheets. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Let's go. 18 Gator. 52. Let's go, D. Hey, orbit.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Watch safety three. Watch safety three.
This is Armstead on the carry. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Bridgewater to throw it. It's complete. Stills. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Tighten up. Switch it.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Hey, shoot. Watch the shoot. Check your hot read.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Hey, 40's Mike, right there. 40's Mike. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. It's caught by Aguilar. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Bengals nothing.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Boom. Check. 40's Mike. 40's a Mike. So don't say nothing.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Aguilar has it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
A run here with Armstead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. They run it with Armstead. Down to the 25. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave them with a 2nd and just 3.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Hurry up! Go 58's the mic. I got you. I got you. Bang, 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 bang.
On 2nd down, Armstead. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. You got nothing today.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check 31. Check 31.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40. Watch the run, watch the run. Check Mike 40, check Mike 40. Let's go, D, tighten up. 2-6, D, tighten up. Hey, we're going Mike 40, Mike 40.
Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Throwing is Bridgewater, and that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. What a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 1-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw from his end zone. Sheets. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Bravo!
To throw from his end zone. Sheets. He's going deep for Brown. It got his man complete. The 30. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown. 99 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, Bridgewater. And caught by Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. First down, Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Let's get this all day.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his first touchdown of the new season as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Go! My 40,
Now Bridgewater. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It's a 4-yard pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Bridgewater. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sheets. This will be caught by Brown. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one good for 13. And a Raven 1st down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Hey, Foxtrot,
56. Mike, go.
Back to throw. Sheets. He wants it all for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin as the first half is winding down as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore. Justin Tucker lining up for the...
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Bengals nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. Mixon with a first down carry. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Down.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
It's our time. Echo. Check like 40. Check like 40. Yeah. You don't want none.
Throwing. Bridgewater. He completes it to Henry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Baby, that's baby shot. Check. Slam. Deuce. Hey.
Now Armstead. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Left coming. All right, T, let's turn. All right, T.
Here's Bridgewater. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves,
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out.
wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. To throw on second down. Sheets. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Sheets. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here in the I.
Check 56. All day, baby, all day. Let's go.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Another try for Mixon. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Brown, the lone receiver, left. They held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Sheets. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's coming, he's coming. It's a party.
They'll give it back to Armstead. He hurdles him.
Should get a gold medal for that one.
And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light. Go.